Hello, hi Esoterica viewers. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for this last 2 weeks of October. It should be October 16th through the 31st. I'll be using Disney's Hocus Pocus tarot deck and guidebook. I set the intention for an amazing reading for the collective for the last 2 weeks of October 2025. I also ask that light codes be embedded in this recording to help anybody who watches these videos with whatever energy and light codes that they need, even if they watch it multiple times. Thank you so much. Here we go. So that third week of October, how does that begin? For the collective. Ooh. And we got just a couple cards, so I will use them. Oh, it's 3. What's the middle of this week? Oh, flipped upside down. Okay. How does this third week of October end? 1 card with strength. Here we go. The last week of October for the collective. How does that begin? 1 card. Just one. Just one. Oh, 1. How does the week continue? This last week of October. Uh-oh. I will take the top card. Going into the middle. Whoa, that flew. And she's upside down. So much for 1 card. And how does this last week of October, how does it end? Too many cards popped up, but I will take top 1 of that pile. And how does this week end? Last bit of advice. Energy, what is it? Just 1 card, so you get 1 card. Oh, and it did give me just 1 card. So I'm just going to flip these ones over. This one. That one. This is the third week of October 2025, and this is the last week of October 2025. And if you are new to my channel, I always read the definitions given by the author and the artist before I give my own definitions of what I know the cards to be, and I will channel any other information that comes through as I do this reading. The authors for this deck are Minerva Siegel, Tori Schaefer, and the artist is Drea D. And we begin this third week of October with the energy, the 9 of lightning, and it is upright. Lightning crashes overhead, and you have no shelter to protect you. The burdens you currently face lie heavy on your heart, leading to anxiety and depression. Know that your pain is real and your feelings are valid. Be kind to yourself in this troubling time. Wow, there was a lot of energies that could have continued this kind of negativity, thinking and feeling from the first 2 weeks of October. So as long as you stayed positive, then you're going to pull more of the positive aspects of this card, which would actually be reversed, and that would be a storm rages before you, but shelter lies ahead. You now see how to resolve a great conflict, and your clarity has given you hope. Maintain a cool head as you weather this storm. The end of your trouble is within reach. Well, I prefer that so much more. Lightning, it's definitely coming in fast. It's going to be shocking. So that came in, something shocking really did come in that first week of October. And however long it's taking you to process that is going to determine the energy that you're most likely going to present to the world, the energy that you're most likely tapping into. So know that even though cards are upright or reversed, all the energy is available to all of us. So as long as you are doing your very best to tap into the most positive feelings and perspectives on any situation, you're going to be able to get through this much easier than allowing those energies to control you. And you will see how each of us deals with whatever is going to come in and create a little bit of shock and awe and chaos potentially. So allow that to just, as best you can, let it go on its own. Don't put your focus on it. Don't give your energy to it. Put your energy towards things that make you happy, things that make you feel good. The next energy coming in this third week is the King of Lightning, and he is reversed. The king has become a villain, his calculating nature turning cold and inhospitable. He demands obedience and criticizes those around him. His influence and malice are used to strike down those who oppose him. Wow, I really don't want to see that on the world stage in anyone who has power. But there is the upright energies available. So if we tap into that, it will inspire everyone, including those who are in power, to be more positive. In the upright, the King of Lightning has good judgment and makes for an excellent ally should others pass muster. His analysis and calculating nature may seem domineering at first, but his firmness is always mitigated by fairness. Many seek to impress him, but few do. Interesting energy. The next one is the Ten of Pumpkins. It's upright. What good is a pumpkin patch without family and friends to enjoy it with? Others share in your success, creating a prosperous home or community. This stability will not only bring happiness to you, but to those you love. Oh, I really like that. In the reversed energy, you have been rewarded for your success, but you have no one to share it with. This may be due to your own greed or perhaps a lack of loved ones in your life. Now may be the time to build relationships rather than wealth. People need people. Even if you're the biggest introvert, you still need someone to talk to, someone to interact with. There's a community for all of us. Find your community, and you'll do that by following your happiness, and your joy will lead you to them. Next energy coming in, the Hermit. A major arcana card. Major arcana cards have more of an overarching theme, whereas the minor arcana play more of a day-to-day of the energies in your life. The Hermit. The hermit gains wisdom through their solitude, reflecting on their journey before continuing forward. Billy Butcherson has had a lot of time to reflect on his actions throughout his many years of being dead. What did he learn? How did he change? Take note of his newfound wisdom, for it may guide you on your own journey. In the movie Hocus Pocus, Billy Butcherson was a boyfriend to one of the Sanderson sisters, or maybe to two of them. So his character, one of his girlfriends, brought him back, and he did learn that she was not a nice person. The upright energy of the Hermit. Though Billy seems a lovely servant of the Sanderson sisters, he has gained much wisdom over the years. He realizes the sisters' true nature and eventually aids Max in defeating them. Just like Billy, you must learn from the mistakes of your past. All of your experience has led to a greater understanding of what you want and who you are. Likewise, be sure to listen to the advice of others who may have more experience than you. Very sage advice from the Hermit. In the reversed energy, Max would have been out of luck had Billy not gained the wisdom he did. If the undead paramour had chosen to obey the Sanderson sisters rather than fight against them, Salem would have been doomed. You may currently be struggling to find wisdom from your past, unable to mature and grow. Take a moment to reflect on how this stagnation may hinder your journey. Likewise, be sure to listen to the wisdom of others. Max, featured here in this card from the movie, his character was really the fool. He was on the journey and he had to learn a lot. And he was aided by some really wonderful people who helped him be a better person. And Billy Butcherson was one of those characters who he had already, over time, found himself. He found who he really was. He learned his life lessons and was helpful to young Max and the other characters that were on the journey with him. The next energy coming in is the Ace of Potions, and it is upright. The Ace of Potions represents the start of new creative endeavors or new relationships. You will find fulfillment in this fresh beginning and the ability to balance your emotions. Look forward to compassion, tenderness, and new potential. What potion will you decide to brew? That's fun. Okay, in the reversed energy of this card, you feel stagnant. You may have cut off your emotions to protect yourself from rejection, or perhaps you lack the inspiration to start a creative endeavor. Open your spell book and check your ingredients. A different potion may be required. Okay, so this is really nice that we have this gift of this Ace of Potions coming in finally to get us out of whatever we were going through. Here comes this little gift of a miracle and energy to shift us out, and it's telling us to reconnect with your emotions and your feelings. And again, that joy to get you through everything. Here's another major arcana card. This is the Tower, and it is reversed. So maybe a rebuilding. Let's see. The Tower card. The tower crumbles and falls, leading us to our dooms. It is a symbol of chaos and conflict. The Sanderson cottage embodies these threats, housing evil witches as they brew their vile potions and chant their wicked spells. Will you be lured into their lair, or have you the bravery to escape their clutches? This is reversed, so I'll read that first. Just as Danny and Max escaped the Sanderson sisters' clutches, so too have you freed yourself from chaos. However, this freedom comes at a great cost. You may find yourself struggling to return to normalcy, exhausted by your harrowing ordeal. Be kind to yourself and take respite before starting your journey once more. In the upright position, just as the children of Salem are lured to the Sanderson cottage, you have also found yourself in a troubling predicament. Chaos and strife have entered your life due to a great conflict. Your journey may be disrupted by your own incapacity or an outside force working against you. The Sanderson sisters have their hold on you, and there's no escape in sight. All right, so the Tower is usually a shakeup in your beliefs. You are shooken to your core, and if you don't change something that needs changing, the Tower will come in and change it for you. The fact that it is reversed makes me feel like, okay, it's already happened, you're already on the other side, and you're going to be able to rebuild. You're already on the healing end of it. So I like that better, as opposed to it being upright and coming at you. And, as you're coming towards this third week's conclusion of October, you definitely don't want that Tower upright telling you that we're going to change it for you if you don't make the changes you need to. Okay, moving on. The end of this third week of October, the energy is Strength. And that is another major arcana card. Strength calls on us to rise above every challenge and overcome every obstacle, no matter what it may be. Danny shows this strength throughout her adventurous night, starting with the group of bullies who tried to steal her Halloween candy. Although we may all admire such courage, it is all too easy to shift from brave little girl to blustering delinquent. This is our first time we've seen Danny in the month of October's readings, and she is brave. And she is upright, so I'll read that first. Danny's bravery is a true test of strength when she faces a group of older bullies. Her courage stems in part from her belief in her big brother, Max. Just like Danny, you have the strength to overcome what obstacles you encounter. However, you do not have to face these challenges alone. Look toward the strength of others to add to your own, and you will be unstoppable. I do believe that. That's lovely. Okay, the reversed energy. For every hero, there is a villain, and it is within us to choose who we wish to be. Just as Danny chooses to stand up to her bullies, those same bullies choose to antagonize her. You may feel a similar temptation to use your power to bully and abuse. Know that misusing your strength will only lead to ruin. When I see strength, I always hear grace. It is with grace that you overcome anything or any circumstance. So it's your attitude and grace will get you through it beautifully. So tap into that as you are healing from this Tower moment. And that is how we end this third week of October. Moving on to the last week of October with the 10 of Candles starting us off. The 10 of Candles, and it is upright. Your journey is at its end, and you have been made all the greater for it. This success will be met with both material reward and spiritual growth. This end, however, is only another beginning. Another journey awaits, greater and grander, and you are ready to face it. Yay! I'm ready for our journey to be good. If you're feeling the reverse of this card, it is you have gained responsibilities but feel overwhelmed and overburdened. The expectations of others lie heavily on you, like a candle burning far too bright. This may have led you to ignore your responsibilities altogether, lest you burn out quickly. Take time to rest and evaluate your obligations. Is there something you can let go of? The first 3 weeks were filled with some interesting energy, and you definitely don't want to take on more if you can't handle it. Don't say yes if you know that you need a little bit more help, more time, and you're just juggling too much. Moving from that to the Magician. The Magician is a major arcana card, going to come in with more power, which we probably need. Let's see what the Magician says. Winifred Sanderson is the wisest among the sisters, a powerful conjurer of the dark arts. Her spell book is filled with spells and potions for any occasion. For those who wish to master a craft of their own, be it music, art, or witchcraft, it would be wise to follow Winifred's steps. In the upright energy of this card, you have the control, will, and mastery to begin practicing a new talent or art, whether you seek to master a new craft or develop a new skill. Keep in mind Winifred's dedication to her witchcraft. The only way to master a new talent is to keep learning all you can. In the reversed energy of this card, Winifred's mastery of magic is not easily replicated. You may find yourself lacking focus and dedication as you struggle to master your new skill. Remember to take the time to rest, reflect, and recuperate. Your cauldron will be waiting for you when you return. Take a break. Again, this one is also this 10 of Candles telling you to maybe take a break. Don't take on too much responsibilities, especially in this month of October. It just seems like there's so much going on that you're going to need all your energy for yourself. You may not have extra to share with others. And if you do find yourself regardless in that situation, ask for help. Okay, the Justice card is reversed. Another major arcana card. Oh my gosh, there's the Hierophant major arcana card right next to that. That is a lot. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards for this second reading for the last 2 weeks of October. That's pretty impressive. That tells me that something big is happening in the collective and that each of us are going to be influenced by it, and how we use that energy to our best advantage is going to be important. The Justice card energy coming in. Justice means equality, balance, and due process. The townsfolk of Salem make sure the Sanderson sisters meet justice for stealing the life of young Emily Banks. Will justice be on your side today, or will you be forced to face it? As this is reversed, I'll read that first. Justice will not serve you today, no matter how harsh the transgression you endured. You will be met with inequality and mistreatment. But know that this is not the end of your battle. Avoid severity in judgment and meet others with mercy and understanding. Better to rise above the situation than be dragged down by it. Wow. Let's tap into the upright, positive energies of this card. You shall find justice today, as Salem finds justice against the Sanderson sisters. Injustices that you have endured will finally be righted, and your actions will be met with their just rewards. However, you must remember the balance is needed in matters of justice. Anger must be tempered with kindness, the material supplemented by the spiritual. Wow, this is a big card. That's a lot of energies. With the Magician, you have all of the elements supporting you, and you know how to use them in your favor. And Justice is going to make sure that you use them correctly. If not, they might take something away from you. The Hierophant. That's interesting that the Hierophant came in the middle of the week's energy, with the Hermit coming in the middle of the previous week's energy. These are both cards to tap into your inner knowing, going within. So the Hierophant upholds the traditions of a society. Although Winifred's spellbook may uphold an unusual sort of culture, it does contain the secrets of black magic and witchcraft. The Sanderson sisters are reliant on the spellbook for their dark arts and are lost without its guidance. Do you find yourself similarly relying on traditions, or do you wish to strike out on a path all your own? The Hierophant is upright, so let me read that. Every potion, every spell, every dark art is aligned. Your life is strongly influenced by societal norms and conventions. Take the time to reflect on these traditions and how they may impact your journey. Does tradition aid you, or do you feel hindered? Does convention guide you, or are you forced to conform to it? In the reversed energy of the Hierophant, though their spellbook is powerful, the Sanderson sisters are lost without it. They're unable to perform spells and create potions when their book is stolen. You, however, don't need tradition or convention to guide your actions. You have learned to strike out on your own, walking a path not ordained by others, but rather chosen by you. That's really interesting. The Hierophant here representing the knowledge and the wisdom tradition. They use the word tradition a lot. In this case, witchcraft, and her spell book is containing all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom that they know to follow their tradition of witchcraft. And so the Hierophant is asking you, what traditions are you following? Is it supporting you equally as much as you give back to it? So maybe in religion aspect, we could easily replace this iconography with any kind of religion. And is your religion serving you? Or any kind of cultural tradition? Is your family's cultural tradition, your community's traditions, are they serving you? Or do you need to see another viewpoint? So the Hierophant is there, probably popping up because a lot of chaos happened. And that's going to come up for you to see if that's going to be helpful to you. And my recommendation is always to go within, to finding that wisdom, finding that sage advice that's going to getting you through this last 2 weeks of October. Okay, the next energy coming in is the Seven of Potions. Your spellbook is filled with potions to brew, each more exciting than the last. Endless opportunities are laid out before you. Look toward your fantasies for inspiration regarding where you should head next. Now is the time to turn your daydreams into reality. In the reversed energy of this card, you feel trapped in your current predicament with few choices laid before you. Alternatively, this card could indicate temptation or deceit. Take a moment to carefully reflect on your next step. Are there truly so few choices? Does someone mean to deceive you? Sevens are often challenges. And here we had the Hierophant and are your traditions serving you? Looking away from traditions that you know to try something new might also be leading you towards less options, having you to figure out whatever you need to get through another way. It is upright, and you do have, it says that you have opportunities, endless opportunities. And it says look towards your fantasies for inspiration regarding where you should head next. Now is the time to turn your daydreams into reality. I do like that better, and it is upright. And it might be that your traditions are going to lead you, whatever your traditions are going to lead you in the right direction. And now we're going to the Two of Potions. And from a 7 to a 2, we're taking a little bit step back, but why? Let's find out. The Two of Potions upright. You have entered into a partnership full of trust and respect. This association may be with a friend, romantic partner, or business partner. Know that compromise is the key to a fruitful relationship. This card may also indicate the need to make amends with those you have broken away from. In the reversed energy of this card, you have entered into an unequal relationship filled with disrespect and broken promises. This imbalance of power must be addressed if the partnership is to bear fruit. This card may also indicate the end of a relationship. Oh, okay. But it is upright, so hopefully those upright energies will be more about connection, expansion, and partnerships that are fruitful. The ending of October is the Five of Candles energy, and it is upright. As a flickering candle can grow to a devastating flame, so too can the disputes we have with others. You are facing one such conflict yourself, whether as a result of competition or disagreement. Is this fight worth the struggle? How can you resolve it? In the reversed energy of this card, you may feel that the world is against you, like a candle left out in the wind. However, this resentment hides a deep discontentment that you may be projecting onto others. Are those around you truly your enemies, or are you seeing foes where there are none? Whatever happened in that first 2 weeks of October just kind of seems to have been lurking all the way to the last day. So how do we get through all of this? Don't let anything linger. Really try and process it as it comes. Go back to the first 2 weeks of October and see if there's more information there for you to maybe really resolve anything before you go further into the next month of November. I like that we have the Hermit here telling you to go within for answers. And then here we have the Hierophant, which is about tapping into what you do know, your cultural beliefs. And that can be church, it can be witchcraft, it can be whatever it is that gives you your knowing, whatever it is your inner knowing about how your life works. Go back to that and use that to create and to expand and share your light. Share your light. Don't allow anything to hold you back from being who you're meant to be. I'm going to pull a oracle card from the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Set the intention for clarity for these last 2 weeks for the collective, last 2 weeks of October for the collective. Just one card, please. Just one card. Grace, grace, blessings come to me to set me free. And that's what I always say the strength card is. It's grace. Let's see what information Lucy has for us. Grace is the ability to bear what must be borne without objection, anguish, or agony. It doesn't mean you are immunized against the sadness and pain life can bring, but the spell will grant you the fortitude to learn what you can, cope with what you must, and be wise when it counts the most, especially when those around you may be foolish and causing you pain. Grace spell. Go to your altar and visualize a circle of white light all about you, surrounding you with a cleansing, healing energy. Begin to feel this light moving through you, dissolving any resentment, bitterness, or burden. When you feel clear, stand and feel your feet very solidly upon the ground with all 4 corners of your feet hugging the earth. Feel your head being lifted and your whole body is tall, strong, and uplifted and unfolded. Turn your palms outwards and allow your breathing to soften. In your mind's eye, begin to see any areas of pain, weakness, resentment, or sense of a grudge coming alive within your body. Don't go into the feelings, simply observe and notice their presence. Now chant this 3 times. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. Lift the burdens I have known, lift the pain that I have sown. Clear the path so I can be whole and free to walk with thee. Through day of gold, through night so cold, walk with me and clear my soul. And by the power of 3 by 3, as I do will, so mote it be. Feel the areas you made yourself aware of glowing brightly and beginning to dissolve with white light. Feel grace moving throughout your body, helping to lift any truly deep ingratitude, pain, or resentment. Feel clear as these pains are released and absorbed into the circle of light. Take 3 deep breaths in and out. On the last breath out, see the circle shimmer, sparkle, then gradually be reabsorbed by the universe, allowing the energies you've released to be taken by the universe to be transmuted and changed, as you will also be changed by grace. Blessed be. Oh, that was really pretty. Well, grace definitely feels like it is positivity coming in to help us get through everything. Whew, this is going to be an exciting month of October. And whatever the lightning was that came in like a flash in that first week, there's a reminder of it right here in this 3rd week. So make sure that you find your way to a better belief, whatever that is, and let whatever that was go, because that's no longer going to be serving you in any way. And then find your strength with grace to get through everything and to manifest a better life, a better October, better opportunities. Wow, I wish all of you an amazing October. There's a lot of good things coming in. There's gifts. Where was that ace? That ace of potions. There's gifts coming in. Lean on your inner self. Lean on your traditions and culture and beliefs that are serving you still, and use that to be your foundation. Build a better foundation to go forward on, especially as we get closer to the end of this year, 2025, and welcome the new energies of 2026. Thank you again for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, bye for now.